Okay, now let's just talk about tuning the guitar. And I know that, on phones nowadays you can get a free app to tune your guitar. And when you're just starting out, that's great, where you can buy a tuner. But what you want to do, at least down the road, is you want to get skilled at tuning your guitar by ear. And you can use a tuner to double check, but I would really encourage you to tune your guitar using harmonics. Harmonics are when you place fingers on a string, lightly touching the string and not pressing down on the string. The easiest place to play harmonics are in 3 different areas. It's the 5th fret, the 7th fret, and the 12th fret. These are the easiest to learn. There's other places where you can play harmonics as well. I mean, I could go here and hit different harmonics as well, but I'm talking about, that's the 12th fret. There's a little yes for you. And then the 7th fret and the 5th fret. Now, when I say fret, I mean that you're placing your finger directly over the fret wire, not the fret inside of it, right? I'm not going here, I'm going on this fret wire. Because when you play a note, the note emanates beyond that fret wire. That's what's causing the note to sound out. So if you want to play harmonics, the easiest ones, you want it on the 5th, 7th, and or 12th. Now, in order to learn how to tune using harmonics, I would suggest you get your D string in tune, and then you start tuning away from that D string. D tends to be the stablest string to tune, but let's just say that the D's in tune already, and I'm out of tune on my low E and my low A, all right? So what I want to do is I want to come into the note by tuning up. I don't want to tune down to the note. If I did that, there could be tension left in here between the nut and the tuner, and the minute you play, that tension gets re-released back into the string and you're out of tune. If you tune it up, you're pulling all that tension together to the tuner, and so you're keeping the string tight. So if I did this, and here's my D on the 7th fret, here's a D harmonic on the 5th fret of the A string. Hear me bring that in? So when you tune using harmonics, you can hear the sound wave and you're trying to get them to line up. This is the best way, I think, long-term for you to really kind of use your ear and tune on your own without a tuner, because you're just developing a skill. If I go to the lowest, this E's out of tune. And you can hear that, how they line up. Playing harmonics is a skill, and it's a good skill to have. Now, if I were to do this with the rest of the strings on the 5th and 7th fret, this is going to work for all the strings except between the G and the B. Remember, well, we haven't hit it yet, but the tuning of the guitar is all in fourths except for between the G and the B, which is a 3rd. And that's I call it the hiccup. You've got this nice pattern of 4, 4, 4, and then between the G and the B, you have a 3rd. Well, if I did that using harmonics, that all works. But the minute I get between the G and the B string, no, that doesn't work because the tuning's different. So what I do is I tune using the harmonic on the 12th fret of the G string, and then I play the G on the 8th fret of the 2nd string. And you can hear I was kind of out of tune, so I really threw it out of tune. And hear how I brought it up. I didn't bring it down, I brought it up. Pretty darn close. And then the last 2 strings, So remember, I bring the string up. You want to bring the string up into the tuning, not down, because there's going to be tension left in here if you bring the string down to the right note. And the minute you play the guitar, that tension is going to go back into the neck where you're playing. You're out of tune right away. So that's just a side note about that. But tuning with harmonics is a great skill to develop. And just remember, when you place your fingers on and over the fret wire, okay, you do it ever so gently, and then you take your finger away from it so it can keep ringing. And when you first start, it's best to play back here because there's more tension, so you can strike the string harder either with your thumbnail or a pick. There you go. Tuning with harmonics. Thanks for watching this video. Again, I'm Phil Olson. To purchase the Awesome Guitar Series, click on the link below. It'll take you to Amazon. You can see full descriptions of each one of the volumes. After you've made your purchase and you receive them, go home and practice.